Today I am going to discuss for the class 11, my dear student, class 11 topic, consumer equilibrium. Consumer equilibrium in case of one commodity. Right. So a consumer will have maximum satisfaction at that point in case of one commodity where three conditions will be satisfied. What are those conditions? These conditions are price of X commodity. We call it PX. We call it PX. This is called price of commodity. Then MUX, or marginal utility received from consumption of X commodity. Right? C. Then marginal utility money is equal to MUM. Right? See, consumer equilibrium will be established at that point where following three conditions will be satisfied. That is, we can say MUX upon PX must be equal to MUM. It means left hand side must be equal to right hand side. So when left hand side is equal to right hand side, then consumer equilibrium will be attained. So my dear student, so we can prove it with the help of following table and diagram. We can prove it with the help of following table and diagram. In the table there are 5 columns. You are watching 5 columns. First column is unit of X commodity. Second column price of X commodity. Third column MU of X commodity and utils. MU of money. Last column is gain. A consumer will keep on purchasing X commodity, assumed X commodity, till that point where both sides, that is MUX upon PX, becomes equal to MUM. So let us see in the table and both in diagram that where we find this equilibrium. So when he consumer purchase one commodity, right? See, right? The price of that commodity is rupees 5, and the marginal utility he is receiving from the use of that commodity is 40. So now we apply this formula. Now apply this formula. When we apply this formula, then what we will get? 40 upon 5 is equal to 8 MU. So this is the 8 MU. So in the same way, we can find out the price of the X commodity is rupees 5, and the margin you will receive from the second commodity is 35. So we can again find out MUM 35 by applying this formula, same formula, by applying the same formula, we will get 7 MUM. 7 MUM. Right? It means marginal utility equals to rupees 7. Still, by the purchase of both the two commodities, he is still in profit. So he will continue purchasing the third unit also. At third unit, the price is 5, and the amount of satisfaction, marginal utility received is equal to 25 upon 5 is equal to 5. Now see, 25. He has received marginal utility of X commodity in utils. Then when we applied the formula, that formula written above, written beside the table, we find that MUM now is equal to rupees 5. So we find here that gain is 0. Gain is here 0. Gain is here 0, my dear student. So you find here that consumer is not getting any excess amount of satisfaction from the purchase of third unit. So my dear student, he will stop purchasing that commodity up to third unit. After that, if he will continue purchasing that unit, he will have loss. How we can find out the loss? We can find out the loss by dividing MUX by PX. Now, in case of purchase of fourth unit of the commodity, right, price remains the same, that is rupees 5. MUM received from that commodity is 15, right? C. So now MUM will be equal to marginal utility of X commodity is 15. Now it has decreased from the purchase of the previous 3 unit. Now, so MUM will come 3. So there is a difference of -2 price in the price and MUM, right? If we subtract both, then we will find that -2. There is a difference of -2. How we got this -2? Right, see, 3 minus 5 is equal to -2. In the same way, 2 minus 5 is equal to -3. So he will not purchase because he has lost. He has lost. Now, after spending 15 rupees, he is getting, if he is purchasing only 3 units of the commodity, then he is getting profit. He is getting some profit or gain. Right. We can show it's working like it by the purchase of unit 1, 2, 3. Right. He is spending how much unit? 5 rupees. He is paying price of this commodity 5 rupees and he is getting MUM equals to 8, 7 and then 5. So he is spending only rupees 15 here and getting MUM equal to 20. So gain is here 3, 2, 0. So a consumer will be totally satisfied after purchasing 3 units of that commodity. He will not consume more than 3 units of that commodity because in the last unit purchase, that is third one, right, price of the commodity becomes equal to MUM of the commodity. So he will not receive any gain, right? This topic is influenced by the law of diminishing marginal utility. Law of diminishing marginal utility. This law is affected by law of diminishing marginal utility. My dear student, so in the same way we can plot the diagram. There are how many? 8, 6, 4, 2. Divided this line OY axis with 2 to take the gap of 2, 2 and here 1 gap. Right, start plotting, start joining the points. First point, right, then second, then this is third. If you purchase fourth, then you will have loss. If you purchase last one, then again it has loss. So in this way we can join the table and we will find a consumer will purchase only 3 units of the commodity, X commodity, and my dear student, when you will purchase 3 units of the commodity, right, MUX upon PX becomes equal to MUM. So in this case, equilibrium will be established at E point, right, in the diagram, you know. So the total amount of rupees he will spend rupees 15, and he will get the utility MUM equals to 20 rupees. So he is in gain. So he will not try to budge an inch from this equilibrium level. Right, see, okay, thank you. With the help of budget line and difference curve, we can establish at that point where following two conditions will be satisfied. Right, first, the ratio of price line, budget line, income line must be equal to MRS X for Y. Second condition, applicability of diminishing marginal rate of substitution, that is called DMRS X for Y. MRS X for Y is also called as slope of indifference curve, IC curve, right? We also call it slope of budget line or ratio of price line. Budget line, income line must be equal to MRS X for Y or slope of indifference curve. So my dear student, where following two conditions will be satisfied, a consumer equilibrium will be established at that point, right? This is a point where the indifference curve is tangent, Now, my dear student, we can prove it with the graph also. We can prove it with the help of graph or diagram. This is a budget line AB. This is first indifference curve IC1, which is cutting the budget line from above and going below. Then this is IC2, which is tangent at E point with budget line. On OY axis, we have taken good Y, and on OX axis we have taken good X. The third line is above the IC2. This is IC1. There is one more point, that is L point. Now see, right, there are three indifference curves shown in the budget line. A consumer will have maximum satisfaction at that point where budget line is tangent to the indifference curve. There is one more indifference curve which is also intersecting budget line, right? Budget line at A and at G and F point, right? These 2 points are also on the indifference curve, and indifference curve is intersecting at both the point. But these 2 points are not not giving the highest level of satisfaction to the consumer. Why? Because they are situated on lower indifference curve. Lower indifference curve. A consumer will always get maximum satisfaction at that point where at that point which is, I beg your pardon, which is situated on higher indifference curve. In this case, higher indifference curve is IC2 and the most highest indifference curve is IC3. But the level of income of the consumer could not reach up to attain the point L. So my dear student, so this is the most favorable point for the consumer equilibrium is at E point, which is on IC2, which is just touching the indifference curve, and at E point a consumer should stay. If he will stay at this point, right at G point, then he has to gradually, he will not maximize his satisfaction, then he has to move from G point to E point. But if further he go to the F point, then my dear student, he will come back once again to the at E point, right? E point shows the balance between the purchase of two commodities, right? He is purchasing at G point, more Y and very less quantity of X. In the same way, he is purchasing, maximum quantity of, X good at F point, and purchasing very less quantity of, my dear student, Y good, right? If he is on point F and if he is on point G, then he is purchasing more quantity of, Y good and very less quantity of X good. But when he is at E point, he is purchasing both the goods on almost equal quantity. So, he will not attain maximum satisfaction both at G point and F point. So he will come back once again to E point in case he went to F point, because he is purchasing here more quantity of good and less quantity of Y good. So his satisfaction will not be maximized. The point L, which is shown in the diagram, cannot be attained because the level of income of the consumer is not very high. So my dear student, so in this way we can say a consumer can attain the maximum satisfaction at that point where following two conditions are satisfied, that is slope of budget line is equal to slope of indifference curve. Or first condition, first order condition, second order condition, applicability of law of diminishing marginal rate of substitution. So these two conditions are prime in determining the consumer equilibrium in case of tangency of budget indifference curve and budget line. Right, see. So my dear student, we can also explain it with the help of diagram we explain. So these are the two important things, right? We should remember that in case of indifference curve analysis with the help of budget line in purchase of commodities. So we have to keep two things into the mind. Slope of budget line is equal to slope of indifference curve and diminishing marginal rate of substitution. Where these two conditions will be satisfied, consumer will have maximum satisfaction not at G and F point. In the diagram finally G and F point does not give the maximum satisfaction because they are established on lower indifference curve, and E point is higher established on higher situated on higher indifference curve. So here basic property of the indifference curve is also fulfilled, that is higher the indifference curve, higher would be the satisfaction. Thank you.